Hello, everybody, and welcome to Take 2 of the Mandatory Social Interaction Show. We had
We'll get it right eventually.
Yeah, we had a couple technical difficulties the first time around, but I think we got it this time. I am joined, as always, by my desperate co-host, Tim.
Desperate.
Hey.
Thanks.
The random adjective generator doesn't lie.
Well, fair enough.
Yep.
Well, you didn't introduce yourself.
Oh, whatever. I'm not important. My name is Ben. You can see that right on the title card that we made.
Yep.
You can find me at Ben_Burns. All right,
Well,
my pimp's done.
Terraria.
My channel pimping done is done, so I can close this video down. So yes,
Indeed.
we are playing Terraria this time because we both kind of agreed that we kind of tapped out Minecraft for a little while. So we're gonna give something else a shot for a while and see what we can do. But yeah, we missed last week for various reasons on both of our accounts, and we're looking forward to getting back into it and starting to do some more recording. And like all of the slimes are bunnies in costumes, and that makes me sad because I don't want to stab bunnies in costumes, or else it's a slime with a bunny costume.
It's a slime with a bunny costume.
Okay. That makes me feel a little
totally
better.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Not a problem in that case.
That's not racist at all.
Wait, what? I'm confused. Well, we had crazy hectic schedules last week, and I had a crazy hectic schedule this week. But
yeah,
luckily I was able to work around it, and hooray! So
yeah,
here we are.
Seriously,
and, it's good to see you again, man. I mean, we haven't really talked since we decided not to record last week.
yeah, it's been pretty rough for both of us. I know you've had a lot going on. I'm actually going to boost your volume a little bit more. Hopefully that helps.
Okay.
Yeah, that's better. So yeah, like I've been super busy with my music stuff, and you've been super busy just like keeping your life in order. So it's been difficult to stay in touch, but we've done our best.
Yep. And here we are.
And here we are. We made it.
In the end. Indeed. How do you check your inventory?
Escape, I think. Yeah.
Oh, that's convenient. Not.
Yeah, this game is kind of old. And the bunnies are dressed as slimes. This is very confusing.
Well, let's dig down. So yeah, we figured we'd get into Terraria so that we had a different kind of creative game to play, so that we can kind of stretch out a little bit, take a break from Minecraft, and I'm kind of glad we did because like I said, I needed a little bit of a mix up this week to keep things going, keep things flowing, you know?
Yeah, and at some point, and we were talking about this while we were kind of dealing with the technical issues, we will probably get back to, watch out for Pinky up there. It's a special slime. We will probably get back to working on finishing up Minecraft at some point, but for the time being, I think we both agree that we should, you have some problems.
Oh boy. Oh dear.
And you dug too far down. You dug too deep.
I'm gonna die. I'm ripped.
Well, I'm trying to, there, yeah, now you're safe. I'll clear this out for you.
Thank goodness. I wasn't even paying attention. I was too busy talking. I'm getting murdered.
There you go. Now you can get out.
Mercilessly by an angry pink slime. Oh god, There's another slime there. Ow. More slimes. Oh, I'm getting torn up.
Thought that I could make just a janky ass sword. Yeah, here we go. God, the interface is it's not bad. It's just so different.
Well, it doesn't follow any convention known to man.
There we go. Wood sword.
They did something different. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
it's an old
things. So let's see. Excuses.
Yeah, it's a good excuse though. And I mean, I've played this game a ton. I absolutely love this game. And I mean, like the iterations beyond this, like Starbound and all the other games are also a lot of fun. So it's a good time to revisit this game. This is probably the game I have the most hours in, if I don't count like Binding of Isaac.
Yeah,
because I have
that's cool.
I have a significant amount of time in the Binding of Isaac.
Yeah, you do. I never really played this game too deeply, just because I never really got around to it, to be honest.
It's worth playing.
Yeah.
I realized I never turned my music on, so that's cool.
I just tend to like play these kind of games for an hour or two and then kind of wander off and do other games.
Yep, well that's kind of what we're gonna do here. So
Yeah,
it's perfect.
It works out pretty well. Yeah, it's creative games are kind of like that for me. It's either I can play it for 8 hours straight and I get lost in it completely, or I play it a couple hours at a time and have kind of like long-term projects. Oh boy.
You okay?
No, I'm getting rushed by a thing.
Okay.
All right, I killed it. Never mind.
Well,
it was an actual bunny. Sorry, bunny.
I made a wooden sword, so I can
Nice.
take on everybody now. Do 5 whole damage.
All right. Take it easy there. You don't want to overdo it. All right.
I want to go down there and kill Pinky because Pinky gives you a lot of money.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's probably not a good idea.
So everyone in my chat right now is, and we're live streaming this, by the way.
Oh, yes.
So shout out to my Twitch and Beep chats.
Yes, exactly.
Much love to you guys for hanging out with us. But they're talking about pizza because I had pizza.
Pizza is amazing.
Yeah,
Despite
you
what
said you had Little Caesars or something.
Oh yeah. So you were talking about a receipt, and I have a receipt for Little Caesars on my desk because I had an experience with Little Caesars last night. I ordered some because my wife isn't a huge fan of it, so I was just like, she's not here. I'll treat myself to some janky pizza, and I'm stuck down here. And I was like, okay, well, I ordered it. I got home, and like the dipping sauce for the bread was like super bad. Like it had fermented.
Ugh.
Yeah, it was like this weird, sweet, and like kind of like almost carbonated feeling to it. It was super gross. So I obviously I called like the store and like, dude, your shit's kind of busted, and the guy that I talked to was just like, okay, well, we'll credit you $1 for the sauce.
What?
And then he just like hung up, and I'm like, okay, well, that's cool, but I like if you don't have dipping sauce, what's the point of getting cheese bread or whatever? And
Right.
so
That's
like
pretty bad.
I left some feedback with their like online survey, and hopefully I'll get my comeuppance. I don't know.
Probably not.
Probably not. It's like whatever in the long run. Like it's $5 or whatever, but it's one of those things where it's just
that
like.
shit's always really hit and miss. So.
But I like
Unfortunately.
Little Caesars. People don't
Yeah, I
like
don't
it.
mind it.
People feel like Little Caesars is too cheap, and I can kind of agree with that. I understand where people are coming from, but
I mean, cheap pizza doesn't have to mean bad pizza, though.
Yep, exactly.
No, the way I look at it is, a cheap pizza. I mean, pizza's pizza, so it's really, really hard unless you're using like a really crappy dough to make a bad pizza. It really is. Like even with subpar products or ingredients, it still tastes alright because you're mixing a lot of stuff together.
It's the trifecta of food. It
is.
Sauces, cheeses, and breads. I mean, you can't really go too far wrong with it.
Exactly. How do you make armor and stuff? You got a metal?
You need a crafting table, which I can bring down to you if you'd like.
Yeah, if you wanna. There's really not much getting back up once you're down here, but
Oh, that's cool.
I started a bit of a tunnel. You want to make a home base?
Sure. There's a crafting bench, and I made a furnace, and I have a couple tin bars, but not enough to actually do anything useful. I think to get an anvil, we need lead, which is like the tier 2 metal. And then we'll move on from there. So,
Aha! I made it spooky.
Oh, nice. Good job. I forgot that it's the Halloween
It's almost Halloween,
update.
so
Yeah, they have stuff that pops out around Halloween time. So, what have you been up to the past week or so?
Oh man, playing a lot of stuff. I played some Battlefield 1. It's finally fully out as of today.
Oh, I thought that came out like a week or so ago.
Nope. Hold on. I'm manhandling a bearded dragon.
Okay.
He's really upset with me. Sorry.
That's fine.
He was getting carried away. He's getting rambunctious. All right. it came out for people who had the deluxe early enlisters edition thing.
Jeez.
3 days ago, and then they had if you have Origin access 10 hours free before that. So they did some interesting things with it, and there's a lot of complaints about pricing, especially in the countries that are not U.S.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the U.S. pricing is pretty average. I mean, it's a little bit more expensive, I think, than normal, but like not like out of this world compared to like Battlefield 4 and stuff like that. Like it's pretty on par with the previous entries for us over here in the States. But that aside, like no, it's pretty fun. I really enjoy it so far. I haven't really had a chance to dig into it as much as I wanted to because I had a bunch of training crap at work and stuff like that that's really been eating into my gaming time the last few days. But
I hear you.
Yeah, but it's been pretty good. Besides that, God, I honestly can't even remember what else I played. What is that thing? Is that a zombie?
That is a zombie.
Wearing a raincoat?
Oh, it's raining out. Oh, he does a
Why
lot
is
of
he
damage.
wearing a raincoat? Ow. Oh, he's got a lot of health.
Yeah, we should probably like block off our entrance up here.
Probably a good idea. Here, I got some of these. Bop.
You have ice from our failed adventure.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll be good for now. We're not here for fighting zombies yet. We gotta find our stuff first. But yeah, like I had a very busy week as well. Last weekend for me was like a big disaster recovery exercise for work, and
those are always stressful.
That's super stressful, especially when Comcast kills your internet halfway through it. So,
that's no bueno.
So yeah, I had to basically get a ride to a friend's house because my wife's car is in the shop, so she took mine, and it was a huge mess. So
wow,
that was.
For those of you who don't know what a disaster recovery drill is, for companies, they usually will have tests in place to kind of simulate if a major natural disaster hit, preventing people from getting in or causing damage to their main office, that sort of thing. And it's in place so that business can continue even if things are going south.
Yeah.
So
to put it another way, they basically turn off everything, including like databases and the mainframe, and they're just like, how fast can you get this back up if everything is shut off? Right. And so it's very, very heavily time restricted, and and there's like audits and all this other stuff, so you have to get it up within 3 hours or 2 hours or whatever. And it can be very stressful because like everybody is in on it, and if you don't get your stuff up on time, then the people who rely on your stuff can't get their stuff up on time, and it's a
big mess.
Yeah, it's a very big deal. So
is that water down there?
What now?
Boy, is that water down below?
Yeah, water and a jellyfish. So yeah, losing internet while you're working from home doing a disaster recovery exercise is a very bad thing.
Yeah, it's not good at all.
So, I mean, that was after we were slated to record last week anyway, but it's one of those things that kind of affected my entire week beyond that. And
it'll screw a lot of stuff up.
Yeah. So that was my week, which was super fun.
Exciting, man, exciting.
Yeah, but thankfully that's over, and I don't have to worry about it for another year. I only have to do it like once a year.
That's not too bad.
Because we just rotate. And there's 4 of them a year, and we have 4 employees in my group, so it's pretty simple. Okay, I can make an anvil now. I used all my iron.
Trying to think what else happened. I mean, my brain is just totally fried because of this week, and I'm like trying to mentally think of what else happened. Like, they made the big Nintendo announcement.
Yep, the Switch.
Yesterday. Yep, and then they announced the new Red Dead Revolver game as well. So
Red Dead Revolver.
There's a lot of stuff that happened in the last couple of days on their own that'd be pretty good. So, what do you think of the new Switch?
I am cautiously optimistic. I know that you had a show like yesterday talking about it a bit.
I talked with Davis from the Game Grazers about it.
Yeah, don't go down there. But
is there
yeah,
no getting back if I go in there?
well, it's just water. Like, you might drown. But yeah, like, I think that it's a very interesting system. And I put some of my thoughts in there when I was watching your stream, but I'm cautiously optimistic because, for one, I think the screen seems very small, which kind of affects the controller size as well. And I have large hands because whatever, and I just don't know if I can actually hold that thing properly on the go. Like, I know that they have a controller that you can, like, attach to it. So, like, if I'm at home, then I can use the controller.
You can get a different controller, like a bigger controller, I guess, like a more traditional size controller. And I was reading a lot. I mean, the biggest challenge that I have when Nintendo makes new announcements is the fanboys. Come out in spades. And normally, you know, it's like whatever, you know, you're a fan of it, that's great. But when it comes to being objective about something, fanboys often
are not.
And I'm not saying Davis did. He stayed pretty objective, I think. But my point is that overall, fanboys cannot stay objective at all. So it's very hard to have, you know, any real interest in a device or a platform when that device or platform is being paraded by raving lunatics, so to speak. So yeah. So
no, I hear you.
Formal says one of her mom had her servers explode at work last week. Apparently, a battery backup blew up. Acid everywhere. Jeez.
Those smell really bad too.
Yeah, they do. They are not pleasant.
I remember one time at my old job, we had our backup servers in you know, the server room and all this other stuff, and one of the batteries exploded there, or started leaking. I don't know if it like exploded because people didn't find it for a while, probably like a day or two, and then there was the weekend. So it was like a good week before people really found out about it. And unfortunately, the battery was located right next to a ventilator or a vent intake. So it made the entire building sound or smell like somebody took a shit right in like the the foyer of the building. It was so bad.
That is not a pleasant smell at all.
And like when they finally found it, it was super, super obvious. But it was just like, why does this building smell so bad? And it's like one of the main outlets for the vent was right next to the bathroom. So it was just like, what happened in there?
Oh man. Somebody die?
Yeah, it was an interesting couple days.
I can imagine. I haven't had anything like that happen where I'm at, but
well, you got to get to it. It's probably not too hard to blow up a battery.
No, it's definitely not. Just go buy a Samsung Galaxy Note 7. I'll have a grenade.
What? Topical? Yeah.
Topical.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I'm sure you saw that Grand Theft Auto video.
Yeah,
where somebody modded the
CMD
game
for it or whatever.
They modded the game so the grenades were the Samsung phones.
Yeah, and Samsung issued a cease and desist to them.
Yeah, and that's an interesting legal thing because they didn't do a cease and I'm sure they did a cease and desist as well, but they did a DMCA, which is like a copyright thing. And right. I understand that they're like using the likeness of the phone in the mod, but like, what legal grounds do they have there? Because it's not a copyright thing. They can do a cease and desist for like defamation of whatever, but it's like
doing a DMCA. Yeah, but I mean, it just furthers how completely jacked the copyright system is, and especially on things like YouTube.
Yeah,
how totally ruined it is, unfortunately, but is what it is.
Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah. I have armor. I have wood armor. Yay.
Nice. I have a couple iron that I might be able to make into something. I'm gonna. Zek130 asks, "Where's Tim?" And Tim is on his own stream right now in the Insert Coin Theater stream, and that is at twitch.tv/InsertCoinTheater.
No, he's actually in my Twitch chat.
Oh right,
so.
duh. I'm looking. I have like 3 chat windows open for everything. I'm just like, where's Tim?
No. So he's probably wondering why my face cam isn't on. Yeah. And I don't usually turn that on during MSIS because the focus. The idea is that the gameplay is like kind of a visual noise for the podcast bit, and I don't really have Ben in a face cam, and I wouldn't feel right doing me as a face cam and not him as well, like having a side by side, because we have an equal kind of share in this. So I think the main idea of this is like one of those kind of podcasts that you can just kind of leave on in the background. It's usually done. This is mainly done for YouTube. And so the thinking is that it's kind of, you can leave it on and work and stuff, like, because that's the kind of stuff I do. I listen to a lot of podcasts that or let's plays that have visual gameplay, but I just listen to it in the background. So
exactly.
That's pretty much it. That's where I am.
Tim was actually in a horrific car accident, and he's horribly disfigured, and he doesn't.
Actually, it would be an improvement.
Well, maybe. Depends on if they really go for the face or not. So I'm just So and I've actually started doing some Let's Play videos. It's very interesting working on that.
Actually, I watched your Super Hot.
Yes, Super Hot was the first thing.
A ton of fun to watch, actually. I didn't watch the whole thing yet. I watched the first part, but it was a lot of fun to watch. So
well, that's good. I'm not editing them yet, and I know that you edit your videos, and you edit them very well.
I didn't do any of them this week.
Oh,
I forgot.
That's okay.
Saturday is usually my editing day, and Saturday I legitimately just totally slipped my mind. So like I had like nothing this week, and I was gonna do the talk that I had with Davis about the Switch to upload in my computer. My Streambox decided to blue screen in the middle of it, so I completely, like, I have half a video and then another half a video, so I'm gonna have to actually splice those together and put like a little thing in the middle that says, "Hey, it crashed."
Oh no! If only you had some software that edited videos in a way that you could do that.
I know. I was hoping it'd be another one of those things that I can just record and not edit.
Yeah, I hear you.
Because I love those things. Because like a lot of the YouTube has started doing their primetime series, YouTube Gaming Primetime.
Yeah.
And what that is they have like really high-profile YouTubers, like Let's Play YouTubers, show up and do a live stream. To,
that's cool.
Like the tune of 11,000 people. I mean, it's huge for a live stream, and it's a really good thing for the people who get to do it, and it's cool for them because they get free content. Like they record the whole thing, and then they actually do videos, and they get like 3-4 videos out of the 2-hour session. You know, and they'll actually edit down that stuff and get a bunch of videos out of it, because they'll play a game or two, or they'll do one big long 2-hour chunk of one game, and then they'll trim it down and make different parts. And like Achievement Hunter, they do hour-long Let's Plays. That's their typical, is like 40 minutes to an hour long. And so I watched their 2-hour 7 Days to Die Let's Play, or a live stream, and that's enough content for them for 7 Days to Die, for 2 episodes worth at least.
Wow.
So I was like, that's pretty cool, because what they'll do is they'll trim it up. They'll put the because what they do is YouTube Gaming Primetime actually will let the YouTubers have multiple streams at once, and then they the player actually puts in the bottom right a little folder icon that you can click, and you can rotate in between the different cameras.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. I can't remember who I saw did that, but they were playing, I think they were playing Heroes of the Storm, and they were just like, if you want to watch the different perspectives, just click that button down there, and then they were able to just like have a bunch of different perspectives of the game, and I thought that was super cool.
It is pretty sweet, and it's I really enjoy it. I think it's a cool idea. However, they have a lot of work that they need to do to make it more practical. If that makes sense. Like, because when you switch to a different view, it rebuffers. Yeah. So it's one of those things that they really ought to like pay attention to that, and like figure out a way to show flying fish. Show multiple perspectives at once, if that makes sense. Like, they need to show multiple cameras at once, and if they can pull that off, YouTube Prime Gaming will be like my destination for watching live streams on those nights.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that would be really cool to see all of their perspectives at once, or have like live switching or something like that. Because they have they have employees sitting in the background making sure everything's running smoothly, and oh boy, is streaming okay? And so it's like they theoretically could have someone sit there and swap between the cameras or something too for you, or something like that, you know?
Yeah,
And,
but having that agency from the perspective of a player is actually really interesting. Being able to choose which guy you want to watch, rather than just having somebody choose it for you.
Yeah. And but what Achievement Hunter does is they take all those perspectives and then they splice them together into one video and show you the important parts like they normally do with their edited content. So it's really cool because you know it's content for them, and it's you know it's exposure too because they're live for a lot of people.
I don't know what's in this chest. How
do you open chests?
You right click them. You can have what's in there if you want. It's nothing. There's some tungsten, which is tier 3 metal, I think.
Cool.
Oh, and there's a demon altar right there, so that's neat. That's actually really good to have one of those nearby, because that's how.
What are wands?
They're just items that you use to cast spells, I guess.
Gotcha.
Like I think the ones that you found there, like just creates wood or creates leaves out of wood or something.
Okay.
But there's an altar down here, which is great because we can use that to build boss items.
Nice.
So it's nice to have one of those nearby. I'm just trying to go a little deeper so I can try to find more ore. Oh, there's a lot of open spots here.
Ooh. What is this over here?
I don't know.
I'm going to try to make it over there then.
See you later. Yeah, there's a gold chest. There's a gold chest. I'm going to get there first. That's probably not true. Well, I'm way better at this game than you are, so.
Yeah, you are. You put a lot more time to this game than me.
I know all the pro strats.
Hacker. No pro strats. Hacks.
Womp womp.
So,
no, I'm stuck in cobwebs. Yeah.
I guess later we're gonna be playing.
Oh, sweet! It's the only item that's actually worth
Heroes.
it. Yep, we're gonna have our rematch of Company of Heroes. We're gonna kick that bot's ass.
Evil AI.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what I got?
I'm pretty stoked about that.
What I got is a magic mirror, which is the only item that's worthwhile because I can go like this. See you later.
Where'd you go?
Back to spawn.
Oh.
We need to find another one for you. That's like the only item that we need to find early game. So
gotcha.
I'm gonna come back down. I just wanted to show that I'm better than you. So
I hate you, Ben Burns. I hate you.
That's okay. Most people do. Mostly because I'm awesome. So I feel like yeah, going back to the Switch, I think the Switch was actually a really cool device, and I really am looking forward to seeing more of what it is and what it can do. Like I said, it just seems really small, which makes me worried about the hardware inside of it. Which, you know, is whatever. I'm always worried about hardware in that regard, just because there's so many things.
You kind of have to be, don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just one of those things that why can't I stick this to the background anymore?
Because you're not playing Starbound. Oh, are you talking about the wood things?
Oh, it's got to be attached to walls.
Yeah.
That I didn't know. Okay. Magic mirror is life in this game.
Yep, it really is. But yeah, like I really worry about that. And I know Nintendo's not about the hardware horsepower and all that stuff, and that's fine, but they keep touting all of these more advanced games, and those advanced games are going to require better hardware.
Well, apparently their hardware is going to be like the NVIDIA Tegra chips, which are pretty respectable. I mean, they're not bad chips, but it's still a mobile chip.
Why is there a jellyfish sitting? Oh, there's water right there. There you go. You saved his life.
I freed it. I freed him.
Yeah, there's no background here. That's like the actual background image, not a background
it's just
block.
Okay.
So.
Oh god, it's attacking me.
Yeah,
Why?
because you stabbed it into the water.
I saved his life.
Yeah, well, it's a jellyfish.
He owes me his
There's
life.
also a heart crystal down there, which gives you more health. So, you probably want to get rid of the jellyfish first, though. I'll take care of it for you, because I actually made a sword because I know what I'm doing.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
I got no clue.
Hey, glow stick rave party. There you go.
How do I pick it up?
You probably have to break it first. There you go.
Hey.
And then you just eat it.
Hey. Let me figure out how to eat this thing.
You just
not in my inventory. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it is. Sweet.
Yep, and then you just
So just right
it.
click.
Yep.
Hey, 20.
So now your max health is 120 instead of 100, like mine.
Woo! I got a thing.
Yep. So I'm not really sure where we're going right now. I'm just...
Well, I mean, we're only doing this for like another, what, like 10 minutes or so. So, I mean,
10 or 15.
exploring is a good idea. So, exploring is a very good idea. Get our bearings, and then we can make our way back to...
Well, I don't have to because I have the magic mirror. You have to take the fucking public transportation. I've got a Tesla.
Screw you, Ben Burns.
Yeah. But yeah, like I'm really excited for it because I love Nintendo's products and I love the way that they handle their products.
Their games. I don't necessarily like their products so much. See, here's my thing. My biggest concern with this dang thing is the quality, because controllers that small are going to be a little flimsy.
Yeah.
I don't care what you do. You're not going to be able to make that like a very super durable product. And I worry about it. And like, how many people are going to break that dang screen within the first 10 minutes?
It seems very thin too.
Yeah.
Which is like a testament to how good the tech is. But
what? Oh, well, Reki said that her DS lasts forever, but I think the difference there is the DS actually has a little bit of heft to it, has a little bit of depth, whereas this thing looks super thin, and I don't know. I don't either, and I'm looking for, I mean, it was only a teaser video, so they don't have a whole lot of information right now, it seems, and I haven't really explored a whole lot as to, what it is, so... Yeah, there's still a lot. There's still a lot to find out about it. So, is a wooden sword better than a copper sword? Depends. A broadsword is better because it has the over arc. No, okay, there's a boomerang in there. You can have that. No, the boomerangs are awesome. If you want it. I'm not gonna just steal all the stuff because we're a team. We work together. Is that so? It is so. How do you use weapons and stuff? You just put it on your hotbar, and then with the boomerang, I think switch over to it and use it. Yeah. Hey, that's cool. It's like Zelda's boomerang. Yeah, and it does a ton of damage if I remember correctly, and you can basically just spam it. So it's really good at keeping zombies away. Hey, Jared, how's it going, man? Long time no see. Radioactive's hanging out in stream. Radioactive. Well, see you later. God. Well, rip. Just go like this. No, Ben, no. It's dark and I'm lonely and scared. See you later. Well, this is my home now. No, I'll help you out. Yeah, so like I said, I'm tentatively excited because I think that it's going to be a really cool peripheral, or not even a peripheral, a really cool console, and something that is marketed specifically to adults, which I found really interesting. Because there aren't a lot of consoles out there that are marketed to people who are adults and move around. Like the Xbox and PlayStation definitely have adult things on it, but they're still marketed to kids who have free time and are willing to sit in front of a TV. Watch out. Okay. I'm alive. Let's head up to the left. Actually, no, we can go down. We have time still. I think this is what? Aluminum or tin or something? Yeah, I think so. Iron. Cool. Yeah, we have some time. These episodes I think are going to be 45 minutes just because we got a late start and we have social lives, guys. Do we? Wait, what? No, we do. Not really. That's why we're doing mandatory social interaction show. Shh. Is that tungsten? What is this stuff? Yeah, tungsten. When I posted that the MSIS isn't going to be aired last weekend, somebody was just like, mandatory. It's mandatory, Ben. You have to do it. And I'm like, no, I can't. I can't do it right now. So we gotta have breaks every now and again. No. No, we're robots. Yep. Kiki Kurt. And that's, hey, Chucko. That's actually you, man? That's actually one of the
creative exploration things that I wanted to talk about at some point, which I think is very interesting. Where to be creative and successful, you have to be both kind of like a person and a robot. You have to have the personality to make people interested in you, but you have to have the super regimented release schedule that people actually want to stick around for.
And I think one thing that that a lot of content creators don't get is that you can take time off though.
Yeah.
It's not like you may lose some subscribers or whatever, but is it worth that versus your mental and physical well-being? Like it's a matter of like balancing that. Some of my favorite content creators have taken 2-week vacations and done nothing at all and still do great. And it's like, you can take a break. There's nothing wrong with taking a break.
Well, yeah, and the thing is also that if you're not posting anything, nobody's thinking about you. It's not like, well, I haven't seen a video from Tim in 2 weeks, so I'm going to go to his channel specifically to unsubscribe from him. Like, if you're not posting videos, you're just not in the people's minds, so they're not gonna care. It's very interesting. But yeah, like the fact that you need to be a machine and have a constant release schedule is good, but you also have to have a personality and be like an actual relatable person. Yes, and
that's an everlasting challenge.
Oh yeah.
Where is it? Where'd it go? Okay, so Jared said in my chat, how about that Skyrim hype?
Oh, that was Skyrim. I wasn't really paying attention to the game.
It was Skyrim. Here's my thing. Okay, let me just say this. It's not that big of a deal that Skyrim's coming out on it. It's a big deal that a Bethesda title's coming out on it.
Yes.
But it's not that big of a deal that a console is gonna have Skyrim on it. So it's one of those things that's like, yay for Nintendo, because it looks like it was enhanced edition, which means it's the newest version coming out, which is a good thing because it's actually supposed to.
It looks nice.
Push hardware a little bit and all that stuff. So it's one of those things where I'm excited for Nintendo fans, but it's like, come on now, PC, PS4, Xbox One have had Skyrim for PS3
for like
Xbox
6 years now, isn't it?
For
like
God's sake, even longer than that. It's been like. Hasn't it been like, it's been like 6 years, more than that now. So it's like, I don't know. It's one of those things where, I'm stoked that they're getting some third-party love and some third-party support, but it's like about time. Like, Nintendo really needed to up their game, and they're finally gonna do it. And it's like, you're finally actually pushing for third-party support. Good for you, Nintendo. Welcome to the 21st century.
As long as they have the Macho Man Randy Savage mod in for the dragons, that's all I care about.
Oh, yeah!
Oh, I found a pit. Yeah, and that's the funniest mod. Well, you're just gonna send him over to me. There you go.
I killed him.
Yeah, you did. Good job.
But
I think there's something down here.
But yeah, it's pretty cool that it's coming out on it, and I would have been way more blown away if they got something like Fallout 4 on it, which is more current, newer.
Yeah.
Because Skyrim's an already like optimized engine, they've already done a lot of work on it with patches and stuff. So I don't know. I think it's gonna be. I think it'll be good. I just
agree.
Don't know if I'm super hyped about like another Mario Kart or anything. Like, I just don't know. I just find it hard to get more excited about some of their games.
The traditional games that come out.
They're very rehashed.
Yeah.
They're very similar to previous iterations, and I don't feel like they innovate enough to really excite me. I mean, I'm not saying I won't play them and won't enjoy them, but it's just being excited, right? Like being hyped. I'm not gonna buy into the hype just because of, for that very reason, that it's just like, I find it hard to get hype about it when, it's just one of those deals, if that makes sense.
No, it is, and I completely agree. I feel like the offering that usually happens is it's Zelda, it's Mario, it's maybe a Metroid, but really there hasn't been a Metroid.
It's Splatoon this time around, so yeah.
So and that's all fine. Like, they're all good games, but Nintendo generally doesn't iterate enough on those games to make it like unique enough. And
right.
I feel like that's
it's not
kind of
something
just,
that's making me go, oh my god, I must buy this console. It's just making me go, okay, well, once all those games come out, I'll buy a used one and buy all the games used and get them really cheap.
Yeah,
that's pretty much what it boils down to me. That's what I did with the Wii U. That's what I'm probably gonna end up doing with this one. So,
well, it looks like if we start digging up this way, we can actually make it home, kinda.
Okay.
If you hit M, you do get a map.
Ooh, nifty.
Which is nice.
Yeah. Well, we're deep. I didn't realize how deep we were.
Yeah. Hopefully we don't dig up into a pile of water.
I think we'll be all right.
Yeah. Well, there's a campfire here for no apparent reason, so that's neat.
I'm sorry, Formal. Formal's got a really killer migraine.
Oh, still? We've talked for like 20 minutes, or 30, 40 minutes.
The soothing sounds of our voice should have made your migraine go away.
Yeah, seriously. What the hell, Formal?
God. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I mean, I'm like you. I'm cautiously optimistic.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a solid entry, and I'm excited to see what they come up with that's not gimmicky to do with the features.
Yeah, because it doesn't have a touchscreen, does it? It
Probably does.
It didn't look. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. It would not surprise me if it had a touchscreen.
It's like
of some kind, because it's supposed to be like a tablet. Everyone's
that's true.
All the major
everything has a
outlets are calling
touchscreen.
it a tablet, so it's like it's not really a tablet if it doesn't have a touchscreen. So
That's true.
especially if it's a mobile device like that, that's mostly screen. It's gotta be. Otherwise, it's like, you guys are.
Yeah, that would be a big
living
ball
in the
drop,
past.
I guess.
That would be a big drop of the ball.
So yeah, I really want it to be good, but like that's what I say about every Nintendo product. I really want it to be good. Because that's basically what it is. Like, Nintendo makes good games, they're entertaining and they last a long time, but sometimes initially they have very disappointing releases. And everybody's like, "Oh, well this killed Nintendo. This is the end of Nintendo now." And it never is. No. Because they're consistent. They're consistently great.
Well, Nintendo knows their audience, and they know exactly what they're trying to do.
Yeah, and their audience isn't a bunch of turbo nerds that sit online and complain about things.
Right.
I mean, that's basically what it is.
To be totally fair, it's a lot of folks who have a lot of nostalgia for Nintendo products and a lot of love for the Nintendo brand and the games they put out, and a lot of them have kids, and a lot of them want to pass that on to their kids and that sort of stuff. So I think they're trying to push out to a new market with adults, like aiming it at adults. But I honestly, I feel like this will be a very popular console with kids as well.
Yeah, and I just like that it's targeted towards adults, because that's, like you said, they're targeting for nostalgia and getting people who already know how consoles work and they know what they're getting into, and they're mobile. And what I did like about it is how mobile the platform is. So
right, yeah. I think my one real concern about it is that they're kind of going to be cannibalizing their own sales on the DS, because releasing another mobile platform is a really bad idea for a company that's bread and butter is mobile.
Yeah,
but that's just my view.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot to be concerned about, but I'm sure they have things under control. At least you'd think they would be, anyway.
Formal says, "I want a Nintendo VR headset and a new Duck Hunt with it. Make it happen, Nintendo."
Well, that's the thing.
I don't want that dog laughing at me in VR. Are you kidding me?
But if you think about it, like, they have that tablet, and that tablet is small enough. Like, they probably could create a VR headset out of that and just slide it in
into the VR,
and then you're set to go.
Possible.
Like, I don't know if there is a functionality for motion tracking. It doesn't seem like it, but I don't know. Like, that station isn't like the Nintendo bar like the other ones have.
But if you think about it, I mean, those controllers are just pretty much click and place adapters of some kind. I'm sure they could develop a peripheral that attaches to it.
True.
In some way. So Well, do you want to go ahead and call this episode of MSIS for now? And
Yeah, I
we can
think
do
so.
Company of Heroes. Okay.
Yeah, let's I'll deal with making armor and stuff later. So this was an episode of the Mandatory Social Interaction Show. Tim, where can we find you on the internet?
Oh, hold on a second. My MSIS splash is not showing up.
What?
Why are you not showing up? This is... Oh, there it goes.
You got to have a backup.
Good morning. Dang. Anyways, well, you can find me on Twitch and Beam at twitch.tv/ or beam.pro/ and followed by Insert Coin Theater. You can also find me on Twitter at InsertCoinTim. Find me on YouTube at youtube.com/insertcointheater.com. That is Insert Coin Theater, DOTCOM. And finally, you can find me on Facebooks at facebook.com/insertcointheater. How about you, Ben?
Well, you can find me online at Twitch, Twitter, Patreon, and YouTube at Ben_Burns. That's BURNES. I always say this, but I primarily do music, but I have been creating a lot more video game content, and this is actually true this time, and I can talk about that a little bit more. We mentioned the Let's Plays a little bit in this episode. So yeah, that is going to call this episode to a close, and we will see you tomorrow with Company of Heroes. Revenge! See you later, guys.
Okay.